We're here.
Hey.
We're queer. We don't want any more bears. Monkeypox. On this episode, you get bogged down with all these movies because we watch a lot of movies. Shit, I think what's your number on IMDb? That movies that you've rated on your list so far?
I think it's close to 4,000 now.
Yeah, I think I'm at 3,500 something because I'm still catching up as I go through all the movies and try to remember what I've seen and put a number on it. But, not mentioning all the TV shows and everything else in life that we watch. But movies in general are sort of, nowadays, with Hollywood being dead, they're sort of a throwaway commodity. It's like tissue paper now. You blow your nose on it. You have fun with it once. You can't let it go. So it's like one of those, old porno DVDs that you used to buy, watch once, twice, 50 times when you're a kid, and you throw it away because you feel so shameful and guilty. And so,
and you're mad.
And then you're mad at yourself for spending $45 on something that's just stupid. You could use your imagination. It would be just as good for free.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then you see the damaging side effects on real life people in real time when they're drug addicted and emaciated from lack of nutrition and the shame
that's what
of
gets
being
me
a
off.
sex trafficker. Oh, right. Yeah. That's what I forgot.
Again, you got to take care of it. And
that's what I'm missing is the whole shame thing. But there's a time where I got the intro right now. There's a time and place for movies, and sometimes there's movies you love and you cling to, and they're like a warm blanket. It's like a warm cup of milk before bedtime. It makes you just relaxed and at ease. And then there's movies you watch once. Yeah, there's movies you watch once and you never ever see them again because they're just shit, or they're repulsive, or they're just like So this is a discussion of movies that you only watch once and never watch again on this episode of Hollywood is Dead. That's enough. That worked.
You don't want to hit me?
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're here. But I would say my first never ever watch again movie, it's actually a franchise, and it would have to be Michael Bay's Transformers films.
So yesterday you got a hold of me and you let me know what the topic is, and I was like, I don't know if I could do this, man. Like, come up with movies I just want to watch. I only watch once, and then I just sat there like, Transformers was at one of the top ones.
Yeah, it really is.
I've only seen the first movie though, and I was like, no, not for me.
I've sat through Revenge of the Fallen, the second Transformers movie, might be the worst movie ever made in life. Like, honestly, it's bad. It's long. It's overblown. It's like not funny. It's just headache inducing. And Dark of the Moon is equally bad, but it's not as bad as, because Revenge of the Fallen has two racist characters where it's like blatant, like, oh my God, Michael Bay thinks black people are retarded and stupid, and it's like, wow, this is bad. And I remember like in theater looking at the black guy next to me, and I was like, okay, are you like, is this am I seeing this? Am I wrong? He kind of looks at me and he goes, no. He was like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. And it's just like, oh my God, it's horrible. And Dark of the Moon is just stupid. It's like, it's not offensive, it's just stupid. And it's mind-numbingly dumb. And then the fourth one was Mark Wahlberg.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I was really hoping you went a different direction with that, where you're like, I turned to the black guy next to me. I was like, are you okay? Are you seeing this? And he goes, motherfucker, don't talk to me. Like, you just went super racist.
No. That's the robot. The robot talks like that.
Yeah,
and the robot in the movie says, "Oh, we don't know how to read good or nothing." And he's got a gold tooth. Like, it is like, and he's got like a bandana. I mean, it's like, it looks like Nelly. It's a robot Nelly that doesn't know how to read. And you're just like,
get
what? Right? I don't know. I don't
character from Life.
You might be right. Like, yeah, probably, because Michael Bay's an idiot. And he thinks that's funny. Like, they like that in that movie. They like it in this movie too, right? I'm Michael Bay. Explosion!
That movie was made by black people, Mike. Okay, you're yelling at women. Okay, I'm sorry.
So what? Black guys
They're
like
not
chicks,
people.
right? Yeah. Black guys like chicks. I like chicks. I'm not a bigot.
Are they done with that franchise? I know he's done. Are they done? They're still making them?
No, they're not. They have a fucking writing staff. They put together a writing team to make a franchise again. But Bumblebee didn't do that great. Like, it's the better. I didn't see it, but I hear it's the better Transformer movie. They haven't cashed in on it because COVID hit, and so they're kind of behind on that. But they're trying to make like a whole new Transformer franchise come up.
Wow.
And they're not going to let that go. And they have a writing team, and the writing team is like the worst writers. So you're like, it's just going to be more shit on shit.
Well, you're not going to get the best writers. Like, you want to do our Transformers franchise? They'll go, I'll do one. They're not going to sign on any longer than that. They can go get real work.
How much am I going to get paid? We'll give you $70 million. Okay, I'll do a Transformer movie. Sure.
Yeah, you fund one for you, one for me. You're going to fund this little project I want to do. But it was the only 4K I got from Adam's collection after he died that I gave away. I didn't keep Bumblebee. No.
Bumblebee, yeah. I've even been curious to watch that. Yeah, I think Bumblebee is the best one, they say. It is the best one.
I don't know.
But the first one with Mark Wahlberg, I had to walk out of the theater because I was like, again, it was like I was getting physically ill. It was making me sick. Like I couldn't take it. I was just like, this is a 2-hour and 45-minute movie. I'm in hour 50 minutes. I have another hour of this. I gotta take a break. Like, I gotta leave. Yeah. I can't stand this. Like, this is this is madness.
Decompress.
Oh, it's just oh my god. It is so appallingly awful.
On my list here, I have different categories. I don't have them in the categories, but I was thinking of different categories when I was doing it. One of them is like, hated it so bad I will never touch it again. One of them is I watched it out of curiosity and I'm like, all right, I get it. Yeah, I don't need to see that again. Other one is just kind of like, oh, that was an interesting movie. I liked it, but I just don't want to watch it again. Like, for instance, my first one in that category is The Lobster. Watched it.
Okay.
Liked it just fine.
Yeah.
I will never watch it again.
Right.
I get it. Enemy was another one.
Right.
In that category.
I still haven't finished Enemy because I knew it happened. I was like, oh, a spider. Okay. Yeah. I get it.
And Anomalisa is another one. Like Charlie Kaufman. And I watched that and I go, oh, yeah, I liked it, but never again. I will never, ever see that movie again. Just no reason to go back. But yeah, there's a lot. As far as I also have 3 movies where I watched them, same directors, and that's a little hint there, the S on director, that I watched, and I was like, oh, I wanted to like that movie, but I didn't that much, and I'll probably never watch them again. No, it's Inside Llewyn Davis, A Serious Man, and Burn After Reading.
Inside Llewyn Davis, I've seen once. I'd like to see it again. I like that one. Serious Man, yeah, that's a one and doneer. That was no thank you. Burn After Reading, I've only seen it once. I never watched it again, so I could agree with you on that.
Yeah.
What about disturbing? What about a movie that was disturbing and it's like you watched it, you're like, that would be it was interesting, but I never want to watch it again. I think I know which one it is too.
Actually, I have 3 that kind of fit that category because one of them just had a super depressing ending, and I already didn't care for the movie that much. That was The Road. Oh, you didn't like The Road? I did not like it, but it ends, and I'm like, oh, it's even more depressing than it was the entire movie. I don't give a shit.
Oh, read the book. It's much worse.
Yeah. Was that Cormac McCarthy, right?
Yeah, it's great. I love that. But again, I've only seen that movie once, and I kind of need to watch that one again.
The other disturbing is just I don't like that genre, but I still watched it, and it was for Nick Cage cast. That was Color Out of Space.
Okay, yeah.
The one you're probably thinking of on my list here is Irreversible.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Same here. I'll never watch that again.
Movie.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'll never watch that again. That's fine.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces because I showed like a couple scenes to friends, but the whole movie I'll never see. I didn't find it disturbing. I just found it stupid.
You want to watch this scene for 20 minutes? Don't excuse me while I beat off on the corner.
That's what happens. He's beating that guy's head in with the fire extinguisher, the water thing, whatever that is, and the guy's like,
"Oh no, yeah, that was pretty impressive that scene
because it was just his arm back.
It was good editing with the makeup and the visual effects. That's all in effect. It was really well done. It's all in one shot. Like it's really well done. But again,
the whole movie's supposed to be one shot. And
it's just, exactly. It's not, but sure. Yeah. So Children of Men.
Yeah.
Fuck you, liars.
They do that. All that.
Lie. Yeah. You got to wipe there. And Gravity too. Go suck my dick. Gravity. You know what? That's what I'll never watch again. I saw it in the theater. It had no effect on me. I didn't think it was great or mesmerizing. I was like, yeah, it's fine.
I loved Gravity.
I didn't. I had like, no connection to it. I was like, it's fine.
I bought it on Blu-ray just in case I get like a massive TV, so I can watch it on that. Because I think visually it's worth watching, but anything other than visually, no. The characters suck, the science sucks, everything sucks except visually. It's cool looking.
Right? Yeah.
It's like a painting, really.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah,
Amazing Spider-Man 2. I saw that in the theater. It was fucking awful. I'll never watch it again, ever. Just atrocious, terrible in every way.
I watched part of that again on like cable, and it was on like TNT or something. And I was like, I remember how bad it was.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Can't even bother wasting a minute on that movie.
See, that's how I feel about Spider-Man 2, the movie everyone loves. I just get nothing.
Yeah, that's curious. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Yeah,
I just watched it and I was like, oh, okay.
I would argue. Yeah, I would say X-Men 3. I think I've only seen once, but I feel like I've seen it twice. But I think that's one that I don't ever want to watch again because it's not very good and I have no interest in it.
See, a lot of my movies that I watch once are like, oh, okay. I don't want to watch that.
Right.
One. I can tell
more indifference.
As it's ending.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Indifference is almost more insulting than fuck. Like at least Irreversible, I have a reaction to.
Right. Like,
fuck it. Like, come on.
Yeah. It's
more Lost in Translation is another one. I have no reaction to that movie. I will never see it again. I saw it in the theater.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, never filing that away is not watching again. I did not like it. Just felt nothing.
You know what? I got 3 for that director. Lost in Translation, The Bling Ring, and Somewhere. All one-timers. I'd never have to watch them again. Somewhere I liked. Somewhere I thought was good, but I was like, I never have to watch that ever again. Bling Ring was just bland. Emma, whatever her name is, that chick from the fucking Emily Watson, the Harry Potter girl.
Oh, okay.
She was just like trying to be like, this is my sexy role. Like, you still look like a 12-year-old girl. You're not sexy. Stop it. I don't buy it.
Actress.
You're annoying. Go talk about feminism. Leave me alone.
You're the other guy from Harry Potter.
You're a child. Daniel Radcliffe. Now that guy I love. I think Daniel Radcliffe.
Even the other guy, Rupert Grint. Is in that Servant show.
Is he working?
He is. You will love him in that show. You probably won't love the show, but you will love him in the show because he shows up. He's surly. He's pissed off, and he's just like, he swears so much because he's so unlike everyone else in the show. And he's like,
fantastic.
"Fuck this! This is stupid." And he calls everything out, and he just leaves.
Oh, nice.
Like, he's great in there. But that's
you know what
her career sounds like.
Harry Potter films. I'll never watch those ever again.
Oh, really?
I saw them once. Never have to watch them again. I don't have any interest.
I didn't have any interest until I did watch them. I was like, oh, they're not as bad as I thought. I hated the first two. I saw the first two in the theater, but it turns out I just don't like those because they're kids.
I've never seen the second one. That was the one because I took my brother to see them all. I've seen them all with my brother because he grew up with Harry Potter. He was born in that wheelhouse, so he read all the books, and I started reading them. The books were pretty good. Like they're good. I can understand why they're so popular. Yeah. But I just never. But I stopped myself. It's like, you know what? Fuck this. I can't read this book. I'm not gonna read them.
It does help because to have someone that is really into them and knows more than you've seen in the movie to kind of explain what the missing pieces are. And I'm like, oh, I like to know why things are the way they are. If that makes sense. Like I need, in order for me to understand how something works, I need to know how and why it does that. If that makes any sense. So when I'm like, why the fuck would he possibly? And my wife will sit there and explain like, all right, well, this is what happened. They didn't show it in the movie. I'm like, okay, that explains that character. I mean, you shouldn't have to know that, but it does help.
That's the thing. I think the movies weren't very well explained. There's a lot of lot of kind of empty space in those movies, glossed over. And yeah, if you're a reader of the book, you'll know what's going on, but it's just whatever. But I like
the movies. She turned on the prequel one, the Fantastic Beasts. I couldn't,
those suck.
Couldn't look at. I couldn't focus. I'm like, there's so much like shit going on.
They're not even like really congruently connected to the movies, because it's like it's an all new thing that doesn't even add up. It's like the prequels. It's like literally it's the prequels of Harry Potter, but it's like the same problem. You make a prequel, it doesn't tie into the original. It's like, well, how does that work? It doesn't even go together story wise. You contradict your own story with the prequel. That happens all the time.
I can go off another list here of movies I watched and didn't like. That's a separate list. Like
Repulsive didn't like, or just didn't like in general?
Don't like it. People seem to like it. I don't know. Some of them. Superman Returns. I'll never watch that again. Saw it in the theater. Done.
I would agree. Yeah, you're right.
Understand that. Everyone fucking loves American Beauty.
Right. I've seen that more than once though, so I can't. Because that was one of those movies where you're like, was it good?
What
was it? And you rewatch it and you're like, no, that movie sucked. It sucks. And then you're just like, God damn it.
I loved all the actors. Everyone did a good job.
Yeah.
I watch it and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I've never cared less in a movie than I do with American Beauty. I just don't care. He got shot in the head. I'm like, all right, well, he's dead. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
The Nazi plate guy shot him in the head. I don't care.
You know what's a similar movie to this with a similar like family structure is the Ice Storm, Ang Lee movie.
Right.
And I love that movie.
Right.
So it's like you can do that sort of storyline, like kind of dark family secret sort of shit, and it works. But American Beauty, it was so pretentious, and I'm like, I don't care.
Well, yeah, it's just one of those movies that won all the Oscars, and even now, 20 years, almost 30 years later, people are like, yeah, that movie wasn't that good. We don't know why it won all the awards, and
it beat out American Pie.
It beat out a little thing called The Phantom Menace.
Fight Club.
Okay, Fight Club. Yeah, exactly.
Because that would have got
the re-release of The Exorcist, the 25th anniversary edition.
It did beat out The Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense could have won that year instead of this.
There's a movie I've seen once all the way through, never watched it all the way through again. Is that The Exorcist, the original? I think I've sat through it in theater. I've seen it once in theater all the way through. I've seen it in pieces since then, but I've never had the urge to be like, I need to sit down and watch The Exorcist from fucking minute 1 to minute 180. It's like, I don't need that.
Well, I watched it in elementary school because everyone's like, it's the scariest movie ever.
Right, yeah.
I watched it, I'm like, this is not scary whatsoever.
Right.
And then I watched it when they re-released it in the theater, and everyone's laughing the entire movie.
Yeah.
And then I saw it a couple other times other than that. So
that was probably one of my best theatrical experiences ever, was going to see Exorcist 25th anniversary, re-release, where they had the spider crawl and all that, which was cool.
Yeah,
but the best part was everybody. It's like half full, and there's people like everybody's kind of falling asleep because the middle gets real boring, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the phone rings. The phone that dial tone phone just has that awful piercing ring.
Yeah,
and this guy in the theater goes, "Oh shit!" It scared him. It scared him. That was the only thing that scared him the whole movie, because he was asleep. And this ring comes out of nowhere. He goes, "Oh shit!" And it was the funniest thing ever.
It is definitely a good movie. It's just it's a
it's a good movie.
It's a victim of its own reputation, but it's the scariest movie ever, which sucks.
Yeah.
But
I've seen another House of a Thousand Corpses is one I'll never watch again. I can't do it. Can't sit through that again.
I saw that twice.
I've seen that only once, and I was like, that's enough. I don't need to watch that again. Pretty much any Rob Zombie movie, you see it once, you're kind of done. I think.
Although I do like, I watched what's it called twice as well, and actually Devil's Rejects, and I actually like that movie.
Devil's Rejects is good. It's his best movie, sure, and
definitely it's not his best movie.
But again, it's one of those movies that you see it once. I have no desire to sit down and watch it again. Like I watch clips, I'll watch like someone's talking about, they'll bring up a clip or something. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. I can't spend another 2 hours watching that group to get together and have a Sherry Moon Zombie act awful and just never.
Well, he doesn't stop showing that. I do have some news for you, real quick, off subject. Going back to episode 3, I believe. I found the clip and I saved a video. You ready for it?
Oh, it's not.
This movie's very low quality.
Don't look that bad to me.
This is a story.
It's a fuck movie. I don't watch a fuck movie for the story. I watch a fuck movie to see fucking.
I got to side with Jesus on this. I personally appreciate an attempt at telling a story. When I care more about the characters, I care more about the fucking. Now, my main complaint about this movie here is we've been watching it for something like a half hour and there ain't been no ass fucking.
Ain't been no ass fucking.
Now that's the movie you can watch more than once.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a 2 for at least.
I also got the Simpsons clips that you were asking for. I don't know if I got all of them,
good.
but I got one. I'm sorry, I'm going to play a few clips here just because I want to show them off.
That's fine.
I did save this one, a couple from King Size Homer, because that's my favorite episode.
I just saw them right here. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Let's see, so many letters to choose from. I'll pick Y. What the heck are you doing over there? Yeah. There, you found the floor. Why?
That's what I did with my dogs today.
Oh yeah. And then I saved this finally for Adam, even though he's not here with us anymore, but this one, because he loved this.
That was wonderful. That was a good bit. I remember that one. That's a good one.
I had to chop down the Clint Eastwood, the Dirty Harry Simpsons one. It's only
that's fine. So that's a long.
Play it later. I had to do some severe editing to that one.
You do got to do I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
I tried. The problem is I saved that clip and the audio wouldn't save, so I kept trying. I'm like,
okay, yeah.
That was definitely because that's one we reference a lot, and I just couldn't get the clip right. So I'll have to come up with some other way.
And I just want to watch Honk If You're Horny in peace. Hey, fatty, I got one for you. Fritz,
I don't want to look like a weirdo. I'll just go with a moo-moo.
Classic.
Fritz too far.
That's the best.
We've been watching this thing for about half an hour, and there ain't been no ass fucking.
Ain't no ass fucking. So you can isolate that part, and that can be used for the show.
All right. Another movie I hate, and I watched it once. It was a Nick Cage movie, Zandalay. It's the one.
Right. Yeah, that's notorious
for porn.
You should provide a link to watch your experience with that movie.
Oh my god, I hate that fucking movie. Another movie I hate, and art students or film students pretend they love it and it's deep and meaningful, is Eraserhead. Fuck that movie.
Right. I'm still in the middle of that. I need to finish it. I'm still in the middle.
You're never going
to go back to
that movie.
I'm going to watch it. I'm almost done. I've gotten to the weird part, so I'm like, oh, okay, fuck, let's keep going and see where this is going to go.
It just.
But speaking. Well, and Lost Highway I've only seen once. I kind of want to watch it again, but
I've seen that bunch. Inland Empire is another one of his. I only watched once. Fuck that movie.
Mulholland Drive. Yeah, I've seen that once. That was.
I like Mulholland Drive.
Never watched that one again. I just had one. Oh, what? I had. Well, Elephant Man. I've seen multiple times. That's a good one. Dune. I think I've only seen that one once, but I've seen like clips or I've seen pieces of it here and there. Because I would say I watched that once all the way through and never watched it again. I would say the one that was repulsive though, that was like really, I watched it kind of once and I was like, I appreciated it. It's not a bad movie. It's just it's just gross. It just leaves you with that. No. It's an American one. It's Michael Rooker. It's Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Okay. That's a one-watch movie where you're like, it's good. I'm glad I watched it, but I'll never watch it again because it's just too disturbing. It's just there's a whole sequence where they're recording. They go invade this family's house and they murder the whole family, and it's like he's trying to slowly rape the woman, and you're like, and then Michael Rooker, because he meets up with Otis as his friend, and he turns him into a serial killer, and he wants to rape this woman. He goes, "No, Otis, no!" Like he's talking to like a dog, and he's like, "Don't, we don't do that. I don't do that. I just kill people and move on." And he wants to like do other stuff. Like a 15-year-old kid runs in and he breaks his neck trying to help his mom, and he kills him, and the dad's like tied up watching it. It's disturbing, and it's just like, it's really rough, and Michael Rooker's really good in it, but it's just like, oh, I don't know if I could ever sit and watch that movie ever again. It's just like, oh, I feel dirty. And this is not cleaning. This is not cleansing me.
Yeah. Does you feel shitty?
Yeah, it's not a happy ending.
Well, it's kind of like
it's a really twist.
Here's a twist on the concept of today's episode. A movie I watched in high school a lot, like middle school, high school, and then once as an adult, and I'll probably never watch it again, is Clockwork Orange. As a kid, I was like, "This is cool, interesting," and then as an adult, I'm like, "You know what? I don't like this movie. I just don't. It's disgusting, and that's the kind of the point, but it doesn't mean I want to sit there and watch it again. Like I got it.
Yeah, I've seen it twice.
I'm never gonna watch it again.
Yeah. I've seen that one twice, and I feel the same way. I don't ever have to watch it again.
Not offended by it. It's just
no.
I don't need to sit there and put myself through it again. There's no point.
It is what it is. I mean, it's whatever. It's fine. Barry Lyndon is probably. Although I've seen that twice, so I can't really say. But I would say that would be one I'd only watch once. But
there's another one that's, speaking of a rape, that was coming up on my list here. That it didn't offend me. It's not gross. It's just there's a rape in it, and then the rest of the movie happens, and I'm bored. But I think it's a good movie still, and that's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the Fincher version.
Oh, I've seen that twice. I've seen the Swedish versions though all once.
Yeah,
and I feel like I don't need to watch it, but those are actually all equally good though. I did like that trilogy. It's actually Noomi Rapace is awesome. She's really good in it, and they're well directed. I kind of like those movies. Yeah, the whole trilogy is really good, but I've only seen it once. I feel like, I don't need to see him again.
That's how I feel about Fincher, and I love Fincher.
Yeah,
but I'm like, it's so slow paced, and I don't really feel satisfied when I watch it.
Right? Yeah,
I'm just waiting, and it was him. Well,
I saw that one in theaters, and then I didn't like it, and then I was like, years later, I was like, I'll watch it again. So I watched it twice, and the second time I enjoyed it more, but I still don't think it's great. I don't think I finished it. I think I got to the point where she kills Stellan Skarsgård, and that's where I stopped watching, because it's like, that's the end of the movie. I don't need to go any further, because the rest is boring. Watchmen. I don't need to watch that. I know you love it. I don't. I watched it. I don't think I've ever finished it. I walked out. With 5 minutes left of the movie. I was like, I'm done. I'll never watch this again. That's Sucker Punch is another one. Speaking of what's his name?
Yes.
Zack Snyder. Sucker Punch. Seen it once. I hated it. Never see that one again.
Oh yeah. Sucker Punch got me Oscar Isaac though, because I was watching him. I'm like,
right.
I like him. I don't know who this guy is, but he's doing something that nobody else is doing in the movie. Everyone else is like they're sleepwalking through that movie, and he's like doing his character's name is like Blue. And the fact that I remember his character name says a lot about it. Because other than that, fuck that movie.
Right.
Yeah. That's definitely a one watch thing.
I forget that he's in that movie. I forget that. But yeah, you're right.
Well,
he's in it.
He stands out because he's doing something. Man, I have a lot left on my list.
Pathfinder. I've seen that once, never saw that again. That's the Keith, the Urban, what's his name? Dread. Carl Urban Viking movie where he fights Vikings. He's like an Indian. He's a Viking, but he's an Indian, and he fights Vikings. Because
I don't watch a whole lot of period pieces, really.
One of them movies.
I really like them.
Another movie I'm never gonna watch again. It was a good movie, but The Northman.
Oh yeah,
saw it in theaters. Great. Never watch it again. I don't have to watch that movie ever again.
I was talking about my short list of like 5 movies, and that's on there.
I saw that. Yeah. And I was like, okay, again, not a bad movie. It's a good movie. Yeah. Very happy it got made. It cost a lot of money. Didn't make any money, But yeah, you see it once, you never really have to see it again. It's like, okay, that was good. Lighthouse, same thing. Lighthouse.
That's you're naming movies that are on my short list, like in a row.
Yeah,
here.
Robert Pattinson, William Dafoe, saw it. Good. Don't ever want to watch it again. It looks fucked up. It's fine. It's good at performances. I maybe respect Robert Pattinson quite a bit. I like Robert Pattinson, but I never have to watch that movie ever again.
Yeah. I kind of feel that way about the new Batman too. I watched it once.
Yeah.
Solid. Yeah. Enjoyed it.
I've never watched it twice. Yeah, I never finished it.
Do I need to watch it again? Do I really?
Yeah.
I could sit down and watch The Dark Knight Rises at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Put it on. I'll watch it all the way through.
Yeah.
The Batman. I'll be like, you got to be in a mood, man, to watch that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is slow, and like if you want to fall asleep and you've already seen it, I was entertained the whole way through, honestly.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's just
because I like slow pacing. You and I likes the slow pacing.
Yeah,
more than the average viewer probably does.
Right. Oh yeah, I don't think so.
But I don't want to watch it again. at least not for a long time. Another series I have on here because I watched them all once, or the first three at least, is the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Watched all three of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Never gonna watch them again.
I don't. Yeah, I haven't. I've never watched them since. Yeah, I saw them in theaters. I've never seen them again. Never.
I have one more series because you brought one of them up, and I watched all three of them once and never again. The Hobbit movies. Never gonna see them again.
Oh yeah, no, that was another movie that I was going to say. The second one, I like the first Hobbit movie. That one I enjoy more, but again, I've only seen it once. The second one, I couldn't stand. I was losing my mind, like because it was 2 hours and 50 minutes, and like when the dwarves are in the Erebor, and they're dealing with a dragon and. The dragon's talking and Bilbo's talking and all this shit's going on. And I was just like, fucking kill it already. God damn, I don't care. Stop
Is that
it.
the one with the when they're in the barrels too?
Yes.
In the water in that town.
All the barrel sequence that goes on for fucking way too
long. Keeps going.
And it was like this was one, like 2 pages in the book. They make it a 50-minute sequence. And I'm just like, I don't fucking care. I hate this movie. Oh.
I will say, from what I remember, the second one is the weakest because I remember the third one with all the 5 armies, and I remember them all appearing at the end.
Yeah, it's all an action movie. It's like a 2-hour action movie.
Yeah, and the first one I remember because it's setting everything up and gathering everyone. You got basically what you have is the opening scene where they cut out any of the. But when I saw the poster, I was picturing like an Ocean's 11, like gathering the crew scene. But they all just barge in. Like, we're all here, motherfucker. Yeah. Here's our names. Good luck memorizing them. I'm like, oh, I'm so lost. Like,
I'm the elf who rides an elk.
And you get that one who rides rabbits or some shit. The gray wizard.
Yeah, Radagast the Brown. Radagast the shit. Radagast the Brown. Yeah, Radagast the shit.
I don't like fantasy, so that's just personal preference.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, I've never watched them. Yeah, I think I've tried to watch. I've seen chunks of Battles of the 5 Armies twice, just because I kind of like wanted to watch it on the big screen with loud noises because there's a big action set piece. Like, I'll kind of watch that again. Yeah. But I don't think I've done it because I think when I tried to watch it, HBO Max like froze. So I was like, well, it's a sign I never have to watch it again. That's okay.
Yeah. That's the last of the series. No, actually, I got one more. The scary movies.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen them all.
I would agree.
But
I think I saw Scary Movie 1 twice in theater, and I think that in video, but that's probably it.
And Fast and the Furious is another one.
Fast and Furious, definitely one and done. Never watch that again. Absolutely not.
I've only seen the odd number ones, and I've only seen those each once. So I'm watching. I just started 9. I told you the other day.
Yes, yeah.
And so I'll finish 9, but I'll never go back to it, and I will not watch 10 just to keep it just happened to be that way. Like, it was not on purpose. Right. I realized it when 7 came out, and I saw it in the theater with my mom. And I was like, I have only seen the odd number. It's so weird.
And 7
usually I'm like, I gotta see them all.
And 7 was when Paul Walker died, right?
Yeah, I told you, my mom. We go in the lobby after, and she's like wiping away tears. And I was like, oh, yeah, it sucks that he died. And she's like, he didn't die. He left with his family. And I was like,
oh, you don't know he's dead.
The actor, Paul Walker, died. And she's like, he's dead. I'm like, and why are you crying?
No, it's an emotional part. Like, I get it. Like, it is.
No, but it was like a happy,
it's
like
kind of a nice. Yeah, she was happy sad, and then she was
so
really
weird.
sad because you depressed her. You made her cry even more when he was dead.
Yeah, that justified her tears.
He's been dead for like 2 years, Mom. This movie is like, this is.
Yeah.
They had to stop. They had to reshoot and do that scene because he died in a fiery crash in a Porsche. It was really sad. Like it was really sad. It was on the news like for weeks. Like, how did you not know this? This was like the #1 story for like 6 weeks because it was like Paul Walker died in a horrible car crash. Like, really sad.
I have a lot of movies left in my list. Should I just we only have 10 minutes left. I don't know how many.
Knock them off. Just name them. Just go crazy.
I'll just go in order, in no particular order. RoboCop 2014.
Yes.
Never going back to that piece of shit.
Exactly. Yes.
True. I didn't even hate it, but the first one's so fucking good. How do you need that one?
Yeah, you don't need it. It's
ABCs of Death.
Yes, correct.
My first least favorite movie was Home for the Holidays.
Correct. I saw it on an airplane.
Came out when I was
see it again.
10. And I saw it
on an airplane.
I hate that movie. I didn't know I could hate a movie.
Saw it on the airplane going to Washington, D.C. for the 8th grade trip. Good job.
I might
hate it.
Maybe as an adult, I would like it more, but it's never going to
come.
Nope.
Up. Fuck that movie. It sucks. Moving on.
Next one on my list, SWAT.
I agree. 100%. Seen it once. Don't got to see it again.
Got 7 more on the list here.
Oh, shit. Yeah, go through it.
Next one on the list here is one we did for like the 4th episode, I think, or something like that of the podcast ever of Lord of Wonderland. John Carter.
I agree. Never seen it.
I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine, actually.
Yeah,
and I was like,
watch it again.
Oh, I'll never see that again because I hated like all the names.
Right.
Oh my god, all the make-believe words and
Bosdoom, Princess Nalahagi of Bazoom.
Yeah, when I hear names like that, I'm like, oh, it's Queensfart of Queensconsville of Kuntzberg. Like, I just start to say whatever you want. It doesn't even matter.
I think you mean Pina Clausberg.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they're such bad names that they could change the name every time they say the name, and I wouldn't notice.
Yes.
And that could be the running bit, and I would have appreciated it more.
That's true. Yeah, exactly.
Here's 2 comedies. Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Never going back to that.
No, I've seen that multiple times. I love that movie. And it's a fun one to rewatch.
It's fine. It's one of those movies I just watched and went, yes, that was a movie. Didn't hate it.
You're dumb.
Never going to see it again. The other one.
Eat your meat, Tina.
The other one I actually liked more, this one, but I'll never watch it again. It's just never going to come up in my life, is Borat.
I agree. Yep, I agree. I saw it once. That was enough. Never to watch it again.
I laughed plenty during it. And I got what I wanted out of it, and that's it. I'm not going to watch the sequel either. I don't watch comedy sequels.
No, I agree 100%.
This is where we get to the weird part of the list. Because all 4 of these are going to be very different from each other.
Ooh, yes. Do it.
Shazam.
I don't think I've ever seen it, to be honest. I don't think I've seen Shazam.
Here's the problem is, good movie. Laughed a lot during it. Actually really enjoyed it. Never going to watch it again.
Exactly.
For some reason.
Shazam.
Oh, sorry.
George Lucas made a really good movie.
No, that's Kazam.
Kazam. Oh, Shazam.
Yeah. No.
I'm thinking I've seen Shazam. I would agree with you. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry. I thought you said Kazam.
No, I was like, did I say the wrong one? I'm like, no, I said the right one.
Okay. I heard Kazam.
That's the problem with it.
No, Shazam, I agree. It's a good movie. I've seen it once. I really don't have any desire to watch it again.
Yeah, and I'll watch. I've seen the first Suicide Squad movie twice. I won't watch Shazam twice, even though I liked it way more.
I've seen the Suicide movie once, and I'll never watch it again. So that's another one on my list. Suicide Squad and BVS. Batman versus Superman.
Oh,
Saw it
yeah.
in theaters. Fucking again, that was the movie where I almost walked out. I was like, I can't take it's too long. I don't care. This is fucking awful. I'm just suffocating by this movie. Never watched it again. I've never seen clips. I have no interest. That movie sucks. I hate that movie.
I had to watch that movie twice because I watched it in the theater, and then Justice League came out and Superman, and then they had The Raising from the Dead, and I went, "Wait, Superman's dead?" Completely forgot.
You forgot that was like the whole third act of the film.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit because that movie sucked.
Where they fought the walking discotheque Doomsday.
Yeah, they could have told me anything happened in that movie, and I would have believed them. Like,
that's funny.
Okay, they raped Lois Lane. I don't remember that the gangbang. Okay, I guess that happened because here we are. And I went back and rewatched it and I go, oh, I guess he did die. And even now I watched it twice and I can't remember how he died.
Speaking of gangbang, It Chapter 2. I'll never watch that movie again.
I have seen
part of it. I kind of want to. I'm curious to watch it, but at the same time, like, you know what? I didn't like it the first time. It's not going to be better the second time, so why waste my time? This is a long movie.
I watched it in the theater.
Yeah,
and then I watched half of it like a month or two ago, and I was changed it.
I've seen the first one about 5 or 6 times. I love the first one. Just the second one sucks. It's terrible. The second one's awful.
Three more
happen. Ooh,
An American Werewolf in Paris.
I don't think I saw a piece that I never finished it. So yeah, I don't know. I can't say anything about that one.
It is just because I love the first one. We talk about that one a lot.
Well, yeah, first one's classic.
Just stupid.
Yeah. Don't be a putz, David.
Speaking of stupid, Mother.
Stupid. Oh, Mother.
Darren Aronofsky.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Mother.
Darren Aronofsky. Aronofsky talks like this. Hey, I make art films and shit. What do you want? So what?
The fucking art film. Show your fucking titty, wife.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I didn't hate it, and I know what they're going for. And right off the bat, I knew exactly what it was going to be because I'm like, I was catching little stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then you sit there and watch it, and I was like, I don't regret watching it. I don't hate it like everyone else did.
Right.
But it's one and done. That's like the epitome of one and done for me. Why would I watch that again? You get nothing out of it the second time.
I've never seen it. I have no desire to watch it because I've heard everything about it. I'm just like, oh god, I couldn't watch that. I don't want to sit through that. Oh, American Hustle. I'll never watch that again.
Never seen it.
American Hustle, terrible. This blah, bland. I don't know why it was nominated for all these awards. Christian Bale's kind of fun in it. Amy Adams is kind of sexy.
Yes.
Bradley Cooper's good.
That I agree. I heard Huckabee.
I'll never watch it again.
David Russell.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, David
Kings.
Russell movies. Don't watch them again. Yeah, Three Kings and The Fighter are the only two, and I'm going to watch one twice. But
that's the only two. My last one on my list here is Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes, I never finished it. I've never finished that movie.
I watched it in middle school, and I'm like, I hated that. I'm not like you're either super into that or you hate it. There's really no in between.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh, speaking of that, Holy Mountain, Midnight Movie Madness, Jodorowsky's Holy Mountain. It's a good movie. I liked it, but I'll never watch it again. It's very interesting. It's an art house movie, but it's one of those movies where you watch it and you're like, you know what? I'm glad I saw it. I never have to watch it again. I experienced it. That was enough. Holy Mountain.
We're at 43 and a half minutes here.
Yay. All right. I told you we could
There's a lot of movies.
I told you we could do it.
Just watch once and you're fucking done with it. Even if you liked it.
Yeah, but we watched so many. We've seen so many movies in our history, in our lifetime.
Ghost Story.
Ghost Story.
Casey Affleck. Casey Affleck.
Oh, yeah.
Rooney Mara.
Yeah. No,
good
there's
movie.
Another one.
Never gonna see
There's another ghost story. Yeah, there's another ghost story with a bunch of older men, and it's a good movie, but I've seen it once. I never think I'll watch it again. Called Ghost Story. It's a good one. Fred Astaire's in it, I think. It's one of Fred Astaire's last movies in the 80s. Okay. It's like a gothic horror story. It's really good, but I've seen it once. You never do see it again.
We're getting close to outro time here, so if I cut you off,
well, that's it. I'm done. I think we've gone through enough, and I think I said what I wanted to say about the movies I saw once and never want to watch again. And I'm sure there's more to come because Hollywood is dead.
I could easily make another 150 on a list.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And with that,
and they're all coming out. They're all coming.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, that was me. No, that's fine.
I thought that was me. Bit. Like it was auto playing. I was like, oh shit.
No, I did that.
We're still live. We can still talk. I just shut the podcast off, honestly. So
that's fine. Well, I just want to see what other ones are in here. Oh, you bitch. Here we go. Oh. And of course, this one.
Dr. Lady Mom going to be fine, though. Everything going to be irie.
Everything going to be irie.
You got to do this one for me, Billy McGarnagle.
Okay. For you, McGarnagle.
Well, McGarnagle, Billy is dead. They slit his throat from ear to ear.
Hey, I'm trying to eat lunch here.
Looks like he has a marker in his fingers, not a cigar.
Yeah.
It's like white, like a giant cigarette. It's like there's no cigarette that big. It's not Blade Runner. That's funny.
This is the one I had to chop up as well.
Thanks to modern editing techniques, we can use existing footage to complete the film without Milhouse.
We'll have to fight our way out. Are you ready?
Yes.
Seamless, huh?
You're fired.
And with good cause.
That's good. That's a good one, yeah. That's classic. Don't be afraid of using nails, boys. That's not good. You get that one.
Yeah.
I keep telling you we should go back to the original star. I keep telling you he's 75 years old and he's dead. Classic. But yeah, so Sunday we're recording. No, that's next week. Never mind. Next Friday and next Sunday.
Next Friday and Sunday at 9/11.
Yeah.
9/11 on 9/11.
Oh my God. I'm gonna get on a plane on Tuesday morning, go to New Orleans, and I'll be back Saturday. I'll be back Saturday night. That's the thing, or Saturday morning.